It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchen Land USA, Advanced Car Care, Smouse Brothers, and United Plumbing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hey, good morning, Sarah and Diana. Again, Diana is like the regular now. I mean, either filling in with me and or Ethan as of late. So thank you, by the way.
You're welcome.
It's good to be back with you.
Welcome back. Everybody missed you. I mean, now we miss Ethan.
I know and he'll be back soon. Like his is like a 1-day work trip. You know what I mean? Not like a 12-day journey adventure, but
right.
Yeah.
Which we'll hear about later in the show. I want to hear all about Africa, but I'm sure the Ozarks want us to do some news.
Wants us to tell a little bit of news of the day. All right. We begin with this. Legal battle continues in Springfield, as you've heard, involving the company that builds stores for 7 Brew. Club 37, owned by 7 Brew founder Ron Kroom and his wife, claims that Lee and Leanna Lovell misused more than $2 million from Creative Modular Construction. The suit accuses the co-owner of using company funds for personal expenses and blocking access to financial records. The Lovells deny the claims. A temporary restraining order is in place with a court hearing set for March 3rd. We'll keep you posted on that. Also, this Branson area youth Christian camp Kanakuk Ministries is demanding a retraction from a recent podcast host, Sean Ryan, after he referenced claims that the camp covered up widespread sexual abuse. In a January interview, the podcast host, Ryan, repeated allegations that thousands of children were harmed at Kanakuk. Kanakuk calls that characterization false and defamatory, and they are fighting back. They have noted that they had a former staff member, Pete Newman, who is serving multiple life sentences for child abuse. Ryan's attorney has rejected the demand, setting up a possible legal fight, rejected the demand of the retraction. So that too is going to court.
Okay. Well, a property tax overhaul is moving through the Missouri House, and it could have major impacts on election timing. The bill, sponsored by State Representative Tim Taylor, would require property tax issues to appear on August or November ballots. However, some county clerks warn the current language could eliminate April municipal elections altogether. Taylor says that's not his intent and promises adjustments if needed as the measure moves forward. So on to this, the city of Springfield, they are asking for public input as it reviews how trash and recycling services are handled. Very interesting. The city of Springfield, Missouri, they began studying possible changes in 2024 with a goal of streamlining collection, clarifying recycling rules, and potentially adding services like bulky items or yard waste pickup. Officials say more than 40% of materials in the landfill could be recycled. Community feedback opportunities will begin next month.
I think that's interesting.
Yeah. You know why they're doing that, though? I've been to the landfill. I got a tour, which was the coolest thing, and it wasn't as gross as you might think.
We were on when you were doing that. Ethan was gone. Right. I remember you talking about this. And by the way, I think it's fascinating.
It was fascinating. And they had it like broken out like a pizza pie, like how much is what kind of trash. And it was just really interesting. The whole reason I think they're doing this, though, is they had said, and I forget the statistics, so please don't quote me, but they're basically running out of room in the landfill. And so we have to be good stewards of recycling and our trash and all of that. So we'll see what happens with it.
Coming home from a country that does not have landfills, and there's trash everywhere because they drink primarily out of, I was in the city for this part of it, but primarily out of plastic water bottles, like disposable, you know what I mean? It's
so many.
It makes you appreciate what we do have in the landfill and recognizing that what you said, we got to be good stewards. Better. We got to be better stewards. I mean, I think we are to a degree. Like, I think by this point in life, most of us try to recycle. But I will tell you, just from stories in the past that I've done with the landfill, like some things that I would try to recycle, I actually learned did more harm than good. So there's just like There's an
Wow.
education that needs to happen, you know?
Most of it is paper. I just wanted to look up to see if I could find the graph.
Uh-huh.
26% of it is paper.
That's
Paper.
interesting because
The
to me, that
Yeah,
one seems like the most easiest thing, I should say, to recycle, you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Very interesting.
Maybe that's because I use a lot of paper because I am old school, still print old scripts.
Also,
Yeah.
same.
So, all right.
Sorry.
Moving on. The Office of Eric Burleson is holding IRS and SBA assistance sessions February 23rd through the 27th. So, upcoming here in a few days. The staff will be available from noon to 3 p.m. daily to help with tax refund questions, delays, IRS notices, audits, or small business loan issues. While they cannot prepare tax returns, they can work directly with the IRS and the Small Business Administration on your behalf. Friday's session on the 23rd through the 27th will be held in Springfield at the library on South Campbell.
Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah.
That's super helpful. I can't imagine owning a small business like the lady on the other side of the screen. So that's a whole new,
It ain't easy, I'll tell you that.
I believe that to be true.
There's days.
The Missouri State University Board of Governors will take up several items this week, including a proposal of $1.4 million to renovate the McDonald Arena. Plans call for upgrades to more than 21,000 square feet, including a new football locker room, weight room, and training area. The project would be paid for through private donations if approved. The board will also discuss a proposed $50 graduation application fee for students starting in the 26-27 school year.
Okay. And the Strafford Sports Center has announced it will close in early May after 6 years of serving local families. How sad. In a social media post, leaders called the 33,000 square foot facility a second home for young athletes and thanked the community for its support. The center features 4 full size basketball courts and it's hosted tournaments, camps, rentals, obviously, since opening. No reason for the closure or future plans for the building have been released at this point. So
Can
sad.
I just say that I am surprised by that?
Yeah, me too, because I've always heard we have a need for more space, and facilities like that,
Is
right?
it that they do not make money or like make
Could
enough
be.
money? Like there's not enough of a profit margin?
I don't know about that. I mean, again, I never was on the management side when I worked at the parks department, but I do know keeping a facility up to date, like,
Yeah.
for example, if they need a new roof, I remember one of our facilities needed a new roof and it was like $1 million investment in a new roof, that's not going to be covered by insurance. And, so
Yeah.
when it comes to those big repairs, I don't know the, facility of what's going on, but you think
Yeah.
about part-time seasonal staff, it is harder to get people for those roles, I think too. So who
Yeah.
knows? I don't know. Yeah.
I'm just surprised by it. I was like, "What?" Um, because
Yeah.
I feel like those types of places, like the Field House, for instance, in Springfield,
Yeah.
like places like that, to me, it seems like they're always busy, always
Yeah.
crawling with people. But
Yeah. Well, so sad. But Sarah, that's the news for today. But Sarah, tell us about Africa. Tell us about your experience. And you were gone for a little bit of time, but what were
12
the
days,
highlights?
12 days. It was a glorious 12 days. I mean, tough in a lot of ways because, there's no such thing as a toilet, right? Like
Oh,
if you know,
true.
you know, but you're going to the bathroom like in a hole on the ground, like a literal hole on the ground. Um,
With a hut around it, I hope.
that's not what you were really asking, but
Well,
the trip itself, I mean, I love Africa. If you've Eastern Africa specifically, um, I was on a mission trip. I was speaking at women's conferences, and that is my heartbeat. I love it. I This is not some like false humility here. This is the truth. Like people are like, "Oh, what are you teaching them about?" And I'm like, "I'm not actually teaching them anything. They're teaching me." Like
wow.
for the most
Cool.
part, I feel like they actually have it figured out and we don't. You know what I mean? I was telling you, Diana, and I'll say it to everybody, go watch the videos, like 2 short videos on my Facebook page which is at Sarah Forhetz, and then my Instagram under the same name. Either one, I posted some videos, but if you watch those 2 videos, like, you will see why they see as many miracles as they do,
Oh,
because
neat.
their level of like crying out to God looks different than the American church,
Yeah.
like by and large, by and
Well,
large.
we're definitely a different environment here. I mean, there's not a lot. I mean, there are needs. I'm not trying to undermine our needs here in America, but
Yeah.
there is something to say when you go across the ocean and you go see a different place, or even Mexico for that matter. I
Right.
remember
Yeah.
going across the border to Mexico and you're like, "Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is
Yes.
how people live is very different than how we live in America." So,
100%. Yeah, our issues are very different, but,
wow.
there was the way that one of the ladies put it, and this was a few years ago, but it stuck with me. She said, "Americans trust in God, Africans depend on him. And when your daily bread, literally, is dependent on him, you have a much closer relationship."
Wow.
I'm like, yeah,
That's good. So,
trust versus dependence.
did you have any I know last time you talked a little bit about the safari adventure, kind
Oh,
of
man.
switching gears completely,
Yeah.
but did you
We
have any cool experiences or animal encounters this time or
I was, um, I don't know, 5 feet away from a lioness who was protecting her 2 babies, and the safari guide, like, pretends like they know wild animals.
Uh-huh.
I get that they're around them every single day, but I'm like, "No, the definition of wild is actually unpredictable. Like, quit pretending like you know what that lion is gonna do or not do." And, there was one that snapped at us, and I about lost it. I dropped my phone. That video's on there too. You gotta go check it out because that video's on
Oh
there too.
my
We're,
goodness.
like, videotaping and,
What did it
we're
do?
super it goes, "Ah!" But, like, they're
Wow.
just like a singular, like, "Yeah!" Like, but it was so loud, and, like, she showed
Wow.
all her teeth, and she had her babies, right there, and
Uh-uh.
I was like, "Ooh," like, I mean, I
Don't
can't
mess with
describe it.
mama.
The depths of my, like,
You almost peed your
stomach,
pants.
I
You almost peed your pants.
it was a good thing that my bladder had been recently emptied, or else I would have
In a hole.
literally be it
In a
was
hole.
it's just, I mean, yeah, I know that people get captured by different cultures and places, but it is just hands down my favorite place to go.
How
So,
neat. How
yeah.
neat to be able to take your kids to see that as
Yeah,
well. I
it
think
was
that's so
cool.
cool.
So, I'm super thankful for that opportunity,
Well,
honestly.
we're so glad you're back, and we wish everybody a really great hump day.
There you go. Happy hump day. It's Wednesday. We're 2 days closer, 2 more days to go. So,
Yes,
then
yes, the weekend.
I'm gonna sleep for a long time
Yeah,
until I wake up.
you're jet lagged, I'm sure.
My sleep schedule's all over the map right now. So,
Uh,
okay. Well, thank you so much. We do
you're
hope to
welcome.
see you back here tomorrow morning. Diana, you can sleep in for
We'll see.
once. How about
We'll
that
see. Yeah.
tomorrow? Yeah.
If you need me, I'm here.
Right. Okay.
Love it.
Thanks. All right. Have a
Okay.
good day. See you guys.
Bye.